recognizing and reporting suspected victims of human trafficking. Human trafficking involves the use of force, fraud, or coercion in exchange for labor, services, or a commercial sex act. When most people think of human trafficking, they tend to think of sex trafficking. But human trafficking also includes forced labor and domestic servitude, both of which are far more widespread. All trafficking is exploitation-based and does not require movement across borders or any type of transportation. As a highly profitable crime, human trafficking can happen in any community, in cities, suburbs, towns, and rural areas all over the United States. It can happen at truck stops, hotels, clubs, factories, farms, construction sites, and private homes. Traffickers and victims can be any age, race, gender, or nationality. Language barriers, fear of their traffickers, and/or fear of law enforcement frequently keep victims from seeking help, making human trafficking a hidden crime. And even when victims are right in front of us, they are often invisible because most of us do not recognize the signs. In this video, you'll learn how to recognize key indicators of potential human trafficking, record what you see, and report what you've seen to the appropriate authorities. Recognizing the signs is the first step in identifying victims and could help save a life. Remember, see, call, save. As a responder working in disaster-stricken areas, you may be in a perfect position to recognize a trafficking situation, if you know what to look for. Human traffickers may view disaster responders as a potential source of easy income, so they may let their guard down and be less likely to hide their victims compared to interactions with law enforcement. As you perform your job, you may witness some of the indicators of human trafficking from both traffickers and victims. Remember that not all indicators we're about to describe may be present in every situation, and the presence of any of the indicators is not necessarily proof of human trafficking. Some of these signs may relate to the disaster you've responded to. But if something doesn't feel right and you see one or more indicators, report what you've seen so that trained law enforcement can make the call. Remember, see, call, save. Keep your eyes and ears open for both physical and social indicators. If you are talking to a potential victim, or if they are nearby, look for physical indicators. Does the person show signs of abuse, restraint, confinement, or torture? Does the person have bruises in various stages of healing? Does the person show signs of being deprived of food, water, sleep, other life necessities, or personal possessions, or living in unsafe or unsuitable conditions? In addition to these physical indicators, if you are speaking to potential victims, look for social indicators. Is the person disoriented or confused? Does the person act fearful, nervous, depressed, submissive, or tense? Does the individual avoid eye contact, appear to be coached on what to say, or defer to someone else to speak up for him or her? When speaking to potential traffickers, pay attention to the following social indicators. Does the person appear to be holding a large group in one place with poor conditions and limited space? Is the person constantly watching or accompanying the potential victims? Is the person being physically or verbally abusive or threatening to potential victims? If you spot any of these indicators, do not attempt to confront suspected traffickers directly or alert potential victims to your suspicions. Your safety, as well as the victim's safety, is extremely important. Instead, observe as much as you can without alerting the suspected traffickers or victims. For example, note the number of individuals involved. Observe details about physical appearance, such as approximate age, hair and eye color, race or ethnicity, prominent facial features, and/or tattoos. Pay attention to any nicknames being used, and any indicators of gang affiliation. After you leave, write down anything you can remember. Compare notes with any other responder who was with you. Then, as soon as possible, call the Homeland Security Investigations tip line at 1-866-347-2423. This line accepts human trafficking tips and can work with law enforcement resources to help victims and open cases. You can also get help by making an anonymous call to the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888. That's 1-888-373-7888. It's better to report and be wrong than to ignore what you've seen and possibly fail to save lives. You now know how to identify indicators of human trafficking, who to call, and how to report the information you observe. You have the ability to make a change in someone's life. Remember, see, call, save.